Greetings from Budapest, Hungary, where Europe is facing its worst migrant crisis since World War II. Hungary is staggering under the sheer number of immigrants swarming in through their southern border. Most of the migrants are fleeing from Syria and Afghanistan and are ultimately trying to make it to Germany. European regulations mandate that when refugees enter the EU, they must be processed in the country where they first enter, before they proceed further to any other country. Hungary's government doesn't have the personnel or financial resources to deal with the swelling tide of people that have landed here this summer seeking asylum. The result is that thousands of people have been stranded at the Hungarian train stations and in migrant camps, waiting to be processed and be allowed to proceed to Austria and Germany. The conditions at the migrant camp that I visited this week were deplorable. Along with some other volunteers, I was working to clean up trash, sort blankets, and organize tents for the incoming migrants. We took blankets, tents, sleeping bags, socks, and other supplies that were needed at the camp. One man we talked to had been en route to Hungary with his young son for 50 days. He has had cancer for 5 years and had a drainage tube coming out of his stomach. His son has a hole in his heart and they were desperately trying to get to Germany. My assumption was that the man's main concern was that his son would get the medical help that he needs, even if the father didn't live much longer. It was difficult for me to watch the women and children who had been walking for days, fleeing the trauma of their past and seeking for a life of peace and freedom. We are sensing the desperation and frustration that the people are experiencing and the desire for something better. My hope is that they find something better. Ultimately, I hope that by showing them that we care about them, they will sense God's love and find a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. They need to find a friend in Jesus. We are continuing to monitor the situation, which is changing daily, and we are offering aid to the refugees to help them along their journey. This crisis has landed at our back door, and we want to be available to be God's hands extended to the needy in such a time as this. Thank you for praying and giving to this ministry. It really means a lot to us to have supporters who are partnering with us as we share God's love with the least of these.